Hi, welcome to Drive with Care. If you saw the last video, you know where I am. Suitably refreshed. Leg two of my journey to Dorking. I'm at Clacket Lane and I'm going to head for Reigate. It's about 20 minutes. So M25 for the most of it, and then we drop down Reigate Hill into the town. Should be an easy enough run. Judging by the M25 on the last video, it was quite empty. Still a lot of people floating around on all sorts of lanes, but got to expect that on a 4-lane motorway or carriageway, because most people don't understand the regulations. But I think, to be fair, something like the M25 is built for volume of traffic and congestion, so sitting in those other lanes, technically, you know, it's just par for the course. Got to expect it. I didn't have my towel on the dashboard on the other video, so I don't know, because I'm still in the middle of recording them, I don't know if there was any glare on the windscreen, but hey ho, it is what it is. Right, lots of indication, let people know what my intentions are. I'm coming out, people. There's nothing in my lane. Truck is slow moving, so I want to get in that lane. And all good. Yeah, look how easy it's flowing. I love it when the M25's like this. We are 10 to 2 on a Saturday. Maybe the heat has kept people off the roads. So we're in the middle of a mini heat wave, aren't we, in the UK? Yeah, my boy said he was already leaving as I was leaving, so I've just got to get to the house, and the dog is okay for an hour, 2 max. So that gives me time to record a few videos on the way to the house. Then I can just spend the whole afternoon, you know, just processing videos with my laptop and sitting the dog. I was wondering if I do a night drive coming back, so I'll charge all my gear up, and I don't know, it depends on, you know, what the route is like, but maybe a night drive on the motorway coming back, that might be good. Right, the yellow van could move left. Has decided just to sit where it is. This car on my right is going slow, so I can't undertake. So what I'm going to do is pull back a little, indicate that I'm coming out, and then I'm going to overtake the Vauxhall, which has now decided to speed up. Go figure, right? It was almost like he was saying, go on, I dare you. Oh, we've got gantry. Report of pedestrian. You know where the pedestrian was? 10 miles that way. But they put the gantry speed limit here. Get a life, Highways Agency. You know where the thing is, you've got all your cameras. So we've got a speed limit restriction of 60 with the red circle on it, so you cannot disobey that. The cameras will clock you if you're doing faster, so just stick to 60. We drive past the M23 junction, which is the one that goes to Gatwick, and then the next exit will be the Reigate Hill junction. So even though we're being forced to do 60, it's not bad. Get in this lane. I'm not going into the left-hand lane. You can see the difference in the line markings. Long white versus short white. That's telling me that the left-hand lane is soon going to be dedicated only for a left-hand turn. So if I go in it, I've got to come back out again. final leg of this journey will be the A25, so, you know, just a normal main road. Let's go past this parade of cars. The black camper could move into the left-hand lane, and it's holding up all this traffic. Because it hasn't overtaken that Jag. We have a Netherlands driver. Get past the Skoda and move back in. Skoda could move in, but it's sitting in the middle lane. I'm thinking I'll move in, but there's a car coming out, so stay where I am, past these vehicles, past the truck, move on over. I'm always forward planning, and also always checking what the traffic's doing around me. Motorways, they're smooth as anything if you just keep your wits about you. And actually, they're not boring at all, because you're so busy doing things, looking, observing, that the time passes quickly, and before you know it, you've covered a lot of distance. So the sign on the gantry says left-hand lane for Brighton, Crawley and Gatwick. So as much as I want to go left, that lane is dedicated to turning left. So I'll stay in this lane. This is my now number one lane. My God, I do go on, don't I? But I'm instructing. I'm not a driving instructor, but I'm giving, you know, driving hints and tips. That's what this channel's all about. This is so pleasant. It's so empty for the M25. I guess it's a Saturday, I guess it's hot. Silver car behind me, still in the middle lane, doing the same speed as me, but forcing other cars to have to go past it to get past. I'm still contemplating a drive around the whole M25. I think it'd be a fun video. It'd be a long one though. We're talking an hour and a half. Could you bear to listen to me drone on and on for an hour and a half? Or is it worth just doing it as a drive with no talking? I think that would be a bit boring, to be quite honest. Because we like to talk about what we're seeing as we're driving, especially if we have a passenger. You're my passenger. Right, the left-hand lane eventually goes off to Reigate, which I want to come off. So I'll get into that lane. Half a mile to junction 8. Car on the right, going slower than my speed. Do I overtake? Do I undertake? Not allowed to really, so I'm not going to. But that's frustrating because this lane also carries on, and he could quite easily just carry on. But maybe he'll get an inkling if I cruise up beside him and stay at the same speed. I like doing this. I'm not undertaking, am I? But it's giving him an idea that he perhaps should be going a bit faster or getting out of that lane. Because now I'm turning off. You watch him, he'll stay in that lane. Awful driving. And he's speeding up now. Slap is required. Right, we're coming off the motorway. I'm calming down now. Zen. Oh, is it like that? If only everybody drove sensibly, then stress levels would be low. I think people drive with their blinkers on, don't they? Like a horse. It's like, I'm here, this is it, this is my lane, I'm doing it. They'd never make a racing driver, would they? Now, I didn't see end of motorway sign for restrictions. So unless it's up here, we're off the motorway now because these are normal road signs. Oh no, look, the chevron indicators are still blue, 300 yards, etc. So we're still on the motorway technically. And yeah, as we come up to the traffic lights, we get the end of motorway regulations or restrictions signs, and we also get traffic lights. So that's it, we're off the motorway now. Into a 40 zone. I'm on the right hand lane for the A217, so I'll get past the bend and then slide into that lane. Cars creeping out. Reigate Hill. Hey, we crossed the border. We're now in Surrey. Kent to Surrey. Brilliant. And to answer the question, when I moved in my Apple Door to Rye video, I mentioned that I crossed the border. And is it Turquoise and Red said in a comment, because I said I didn't have my passport. It's the same as driving, I guess, in America from, state to state. North Carolina to South Carolina. You just cross a border or a boundary, don't you? It's the same here. We don't need passports to go into a different county. We might get some weird looks from the locals, who might consider you to be a foreigner in their territory. But actually, if you act like you belong there, nobody questions it, do they? Into a 30 zone, if we're not already in a 30 zone. I see a 30 sign there, but we're doing 22. I think it's the truck shifted into low gear because it's quite a hill. Pedestrians on the pavement. Build up of traffic. Maybe there's been a train crossing. I internally hope that whenever I do a drive with care video, that there won't be any major hold-ups, mostly because I don't like doing videos that just crawl along like this. But, it's the road system. You never know what you're going to come up against. And as we drive off a motorway into a town, then I guess you have to expect that there's going to be congestion and a volume of traffic. So we've got the Level crossing for the trains. No lights are showing, so we just keep going. But we've got people at the zebra crossing. All clear. Tried to turn down there once in one of my videos. Didn't realise it was a no entry. I'm thinking I'll follow the road around and stop in the high street somewhere if I'm able to. Truck slowing down at the crossing, but there was no one at the crossing. We're entering a one-way system. I shall get in the right-hand lane because I know I'm going right when I get to the traffic lights. I think both lanes go right. Nothing on my left, so I'll get in this lane. This gives me a better advantage because I want to pull up somewhere on the left. And if I'm in the left lane, then it will work easily, won't it? I'm going to park on the right because there's a space here. Free parking for 1 hour. I'm not going to be here 5 minutes because I want to continue on to Dorking, which will be the next video. So there you go, that was Clacket Lane services, M25, all the way down Reigate Hill to Reigate. I think a nice smooth run, just kind of bottlenecked coming down the Reigate Hill. I'm still here, I'm still going to Dorking, so that's going to be the next video in the series. Because YouTube said we should do series videos. I just churn them out. Stay tuned, see you in the next one. Bye for now, drive with care.